Hello guys and welcome to another FC26 video. Today we're going to be looking at the high level meta. I've picked out one of my really decent rivals games that has a lot of stuff in it, and the idea of this is going to be to try and help you guys improve. So if you enjoy this sort of video and want to get better at the game, do drop a like to show that you're enjoying these videos, and subscribe if you're new as well. It will keep you up to date with all the content. We're going to be doing absolutely loads, but we're going to see how crazy the high level gameplay is, because I'm telling you, man, it's taken years off my life locking in and sweating this game out, because with how hard the defending is and stuff like that, you cannot take your eye off it for a single second. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's get into the video. If you're looking for the cheapest FC26 coins to build your super team, then look no further than MMOEXP.com. You can use code JambooUK for 8% off the already cheapest coins. Okay then, so we are getting into the gameplay. I played this match a few hours ago and it was just worthy of showing you guys, in my opinion, because there's a lot of stuff in there. Like I say, the idea of this is I want to try and help you guys improve. You can see what's happening at a high level here and try and implement some of it into your own game. The controller input is on the top right as well, so hopefully that helps you out. These are situations where you have to be so careful. Straight away, as soon as they've got the ball in that sort of cam position, it's all about dragging players back. Sometimes, I mean a lot, to be honest, you just are going to concede chances, as we just did there. Keeper movement is so important in this current version of the game, because it's just so crazy and hectic. We concede just a ridiculous goal there, to be honest with you. That is a shocking bounce back, but it happens. The one thing that I'm learning in this game is, you know, if you even go 2 or 3 goals behind, it is not over. Like, you can score goals out of absolutely nothing on here. Look at this R1 dribbling with Messi, by the way. Oh my goodness. If you have a player like that at cam, I seriously recommend Messi, by the way. Using that R1 dribbling in and around the box is so effective. The guy we're playing against here is a very good level player, and we just had him on skates there. See here, trying not to dive in too much. We're holding that jockey button when we're near to the player. The issue is if you overhold the jockey button, beautiful through ball there, by the way, before we move on. That is something you want to implement. The through balls are insane on this game. But yeah, you don't want to overuse the jockey, because if you do, like, the jockey itself is, you just go so slow on this game, right? It is good for like auto tackles and stuff, but if you're just holding jockey the whole time in defense, you just are going to concede goals, and obviously that is not what we want. So you want to be jockeying when you're close, but not too much. We throw in an offside trap there, which again is such an important tool, because if you're not offside trapping on this game, they're just going to have that space that we had, like with Messi, around the box, and it is just impossible. If you're against like a good player, they just are going to break through. Here again, priority, always trying to defend that through ball in behind. When the through ball is no longer available, that is when we try and actually press the guy with the ball. But here again, we get very lucky. If Marmoush hits that on his left foot, probably a goal. The guy will be feeling a little bit unfortunate there. Here, just trying to get myself some breathing time. Like, we've just been under the cosh there, and I'm just trying to take my time, build up a good chance. The player lock there, ever so effective. Like, if you're down the line with your player, you can player lock to your striker, especially in a one striker formation like the 4-2-3-1. Just being able to drag your striker over to the wing and just offer that run in behind is very effective. And the passing assistance that you get off of a player lock this year is crazy. Like, player locking is so important. Here again, using that second man press, jockeying where possible. And we've put up a pretty good defensive display so far. You are going to leak goals in this game. There's no getting around it. You see there another beautiful player lock pass. Just going to recycle the ball. We get it towards the edge of the box. You're looking to fizz a pass into your striker and then make the use of that R1 dribbling. So you can see we recycle. Went for something a little bit ambitious there. I have seen them come off. Sometimes the keeper from those over-the-top through balls actually rushes out and goes for a punch, and you can beat him to the header. So that's sort of what I was going for. But here again, you're going to see the opponent attacking on the edge of the box. You've got to be right stick switching. So important. If your player switching is not on point in FC26, you're in for a long, long year. It has never been so important to right stick switch properly and manually defend. You just cannot get away with AI defending on here. It just isn't an option. I should have recycled the ball there. Went for like a heavy touch with James to try and get around the player. Didn't quite work. And you've got to be really, really careful with like needless turnovers on this game, because if you're giving the ball away pointlessly, you just are going to get punished. Like, it's way too easy to attack. Like, I've always said this, but this year more than ever, like, losing the ball is not just your attack that's gone to waste. It is a very good opportunity for your opponent to actually make something and score. So we fake player lock there, just recycle the ball again, taking our time in the middle. We fizz the ball into the cam, triggering runs with L1, and that double tap through ball I attempted, half the time, that's just going to glitch your opponent's defender out and leave you in on goal. So that is something you really want to be using as well. Here, he's R1 dribbling with his Marmouche, trying to stay composed, not dive in, and we managed to get the block. We've defended really, really well in this game so far. Beautiful through ball there. If you've got anyone on the wing, like with Rapid, just so effective. Driven pass into the striker, and we do manage to make it 3-1. It's been a really good performance. But that pattern of play that you guys saw, where you spray the ball out wide and then look for a driven pass in the middle, that is very popular at the moment as well. But here, again, using that second man press, he's never really going to score from there. You're almost happy if they do shoot. But from a kickoff, trying to defend on this game, it is absolutely just, it's a headache. Let me tell you that. Here again, using that second man press, we dive in with a tackle. Got to be more careful there. I need to just be recycling. We do use a precision pass to get the ball out wide. Just slowing the game down here. You know, I'm looking at the clock, seeing that 45th minute is approaching. So we're going to want to try and get that last attack. Just taking our time. Don't want to rush anything and give him the last opportunity of the half. It's very ratty, but literally, like, if you don't play like this at this level, you're just going to lose. We go for the first time through ball there. So effective on this game. I sort of tried to bait him in there to make it look like that I was going to pass back to Messi and leave an open shot. And if I had someone with like a 5-star weak foot, that might have come off, but sadly didn't quite work out. We go for the finesse with Messi. Finesse shots, if you have someone with the play style, very, very good this year. So that is something to keep in mind as well. But jumping into the second half, got to try and defend the kickoff. One thing I have learned is offside trapping straight away from a kickoff is pretty useful. You see here, just get absolutely ripped. The keeper movement there has bailed us out, man. I don't feel bad because, like, from a kickoff, you know, you don't deserve a goal from it just being able to walk through like this. So, you know, as much as we did get away with one, we'll take it every day of the week. Here, we pop it into our striker, triggering the run there. Little 1-2. And we're just going to turn back. And we went for that through ball again. It is so effective. It's tough because sometimes it just doesn't lock on properly. Sometimes it's perfect, like with a double tap. It's a little bit RNG, which I don't like. But, you know, you've got to be attempting them through balls, man. You just have to. He nearly managed to bumble his way through there, which would have been extremely annoying. But here you can see we win the ball back. We're recycling possession. Just giving myself a little breather. You know, getting the ball under control. Spray a ball out wide there. He gets a bit unfortunate. We do end up winning the throw. But from this point, you know, if you're a couple of goals up in a game, beautiful first time as well. You need somebody that has good passing in cam, that is able to do that. Messi with the tiki-taka plus as well. It's just so important because not only does it put you through on goal and give you chances, but it also allows you to just play your way out of trouble because you can fizz the ball into them and you just know that the pass is going to connect. See there, we get so unlucky. I thought I actually defended that quite well. Like, we pulled our defender in. We were sort of there, but on this game, unless you're absolutely touch tight, you know, they're getting that shot away and your defenders, for the most part, do just feel like they're on ice skates, which is very frustrating. Sorry, I can't speak right now. It is currently 7 in the morning at the time of recording this. We're on that content grind. But guys, I would like to know your opinion on like the defending and where the game is currently at, because a lot of people are loving it. A lot of people are really frustrated, like at how hard it is to defend. I'm getting a bit more used to it now. I am going to drop my defending tutorial very soon. See here, we pop the ball into our cam, go for a nice little sequence of play there. Went for that pass, gets unlucky. We sort of win it back. Went for another first time over the top. And, you know, I've seen worse metas. It's hard to describe how much you have to lock in against anyone that's even half good going forward, because if you don't, you just are conceding goals. Murillo's done really well there. See the double tap pass? If we didn't double tap that pass out from the back, that is getting intercepted every single time. Here, we got a sort of fortunate how it went through. Just trying to take our time with Ekatike there. Went for just one touch and a shot. Didn't quite come off. You see, we offside trap there just to raise that line again, and it ends up helping us win the ball back. Taking our time. Trying to just retain possession and not give our opponent too much. Beautiful down the line through ball. The touch was heavy, but we got lucky to win a throw-in. And definitely, you know, from this point, a goal up, and we're just trying to not give anything easy away. You know, I say that as I give the ball away, but it's really not easy at times to keep the ball on this game if someone's pressing at you manually. But here, you know, we've got to be careful. Using that second man press again, you see Murillo ends up stepping in. He's a cheap beast, by the way. I mean, he's not that cheap, actually. He's like 20k, but very good centre-back on the game. And again, game management here. Idea is to not give anything silly up. We can turn with Messi, just taking our time. We'll go for another recycle. The opponent's making it very difficult to do anything other than that, because when someone's pressing at you like this, you know, people think that it's like really ratty and stuff to recycle, but at the end of the day, like if I don't keep the ball like this, he just is winning it back and getting a really good chance. So you have to be super careful. Here again, we're triggering runs. The aim is to always get the ball into this area here. Make the most of that sort of R1 dribbling and try and fashion a chance from that. I sort of knew I wasn't going to score there, but you take a corner. I always take mine short and try and recycle it into that danger area on the edge of the box. So it's always Messi that I tend to have standing there, and that is a beautiful goal. We work the corner well, and I would recommend it unless you have some sort of corner routine, you know, where you're getting yourself free headers and things like that. Taking the corner short and just working it into the box with simple passing and dribbling is very, very effective. I just shouldn't be doing that, man. You've got to be careful. We do offside trap, though. You see how high the line gets, and it just makes it difficult. You know, you'd think in your head the offside trapping would make it easier for them to get these through balls off. That is shocking, by the way. Keeper movement bailed us out again. Yeah, you would think an offside trap would make it easier for them to through ball. It actually makes it harder, you know, if you do time it right. The guy is putting all the pressure on here. It was a serious headache. See, we're trying to cut the passing lanes. We're using that second man press, and we're using the jockey button, and it's, you know, the idea as well is as soon as you get the ball back with a centre-back or a defensive midfielder, it's about just not giving it away silly. Trying to, in the heat of the moment, just pick out the right pass, because it is very difficult to play your way out of pressure. The keeper movement has been our saviour, but like I say, it is needed, and it's a big part of the game at the moment, because just simply restricting your opponent to not get chances is not an option on this game. Your opponent is going to get chances. Again, just no nonsense. We're absolutely just thumping the ball to get rid. And at this point, you know, we should see out the game fine. Again, opponent, really good from him. he sort of shot a little bit off balance there. He's had some decent chances. He did actually message me after the game saying he needs my luck. I don't think we got that lucky here. You know, a couple of good bits of keeper movement. He did have that one Marmouche chance, which was like, that definitely should have gone in. But at this point, he puts his pad down, and that is game over. So, guys, do let me know what you think. I hope this helps you in some way. I will catch you on the next video. Leave a like if you made it this far. Appreciate you watching, and peace.